Albeit fame, take a risk. Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they.
It's a statement game. Exactly what you're doing.
Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do, but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking them out, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Niner defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And shedding through the tackle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he stopped to meet. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Inside the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Second and 13. Open man is Jerron Jennings. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Purdy on the sneak, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And complete to Drake London. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
At the 27-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Purdy now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Robinson up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 rapid. 18 rapid. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
McCaffrey running up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and a yard. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is McCaffrey on the give. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Makes the score Falcons 27, 49ers 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they will take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll.